What's going on, guys? Having to do another voiceover because I had some audio problems whenever I was taking this video. I'll explain that a little bit as we go, maybe. But welcome to my channel. It's Dusty Can Be Crazy. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Uh, with that being said, we're going back here to an area where we're hunting at. Uh, for you other guys that have already seen some of my videos, this dirt road down through here, the guy that owns the place, which I don't know why I keep saying the guy, it's my brother actually that owns it. But he started putting some gravel down and stuff for us to get back here, which is pretty awesome of him. But he is setting this place up so he can build a house back here eventually. So, with that being said, we'll get on up here and we'll check out some spots. Okay, guys, this is the first place I put a food plot the other day. And you can see down through there that some of that brush and stuff's been cleared out. And I'm showing this food plot because if you watch my last video, you'll see that there's no corn left from where we was down there, just a little bit of stuff here and there. But so we come back down here. We was planning on doing it in a couple days, but we actually ended up taking about a week to get back here. So with that being said, they're they've done eating everything we put out. So at this point, we've put some corn down, and I'm actually showing that area there that it cleared out. And I thought it was going to mess us up, but I believe it helped us, and I'll show you why here in just a minute. Uh, but this is where we've laid the corn down for the second time. And you can see we put a big old pile there, and we've run it all the way over to that tree line because there's actually an opening there where the deer have been traveling out, and I showed that in my first video too. Uh, but I think I get just a little bit of closer view right there. But there's just a small opening there in that brush where they come out at and they're feeding. And of course, over there to my left is a pond, and that's really the only water source around here. So anyway, whenever I walk down here, if you look, it looks like there's been a stampede of deer coming down through here. I was hoping to that I got put my foot down next to a couple of these deer tracks, because a couple of these tracks are actually about half the size of my foot. And let me tell you something, that means we got a big deer running back through here. I'm hoping that one of us may be able to get him this year. But we're walking down through there. You can see there's just this area that they cleared out with that track hole was just demolished with footprints. So here's my second food plot. We'd already checked it out, and there wasn't any. This looked like that up top where there wasn't any grain left down on the ground. So we put another 50 pounds down here and 50 pounds up top, and so I just kind of wanted to come down here and show you guys what we had done. This area down through here, there's deer running up and down through it all the time, and the first video I put out, you can see from blind that this is wide open to us. It's a pretty good shooting lane. So right there to the top right hand corner of the screen, there's actually an opening there where deer have been coming out down through there. Now this ground here is a little bit harder than up top up there. So there's actually deer tracks here, but it's more kick the grass up than actually footprints. But we know that they've been running through here. So Uh, just kind of wanted to show y'all what we had done with our second food plot. Now, if you look off in the distance there, this is the time of year I love, man. You look across there at that scenery, just all the brown and green leaves where the trees are changing, and there's a few trees there that don't have anything. So we left there and we decided to go sight in our gun. That gun sitting there is a 30-06 Remington 700, and fellas, I'll be honest with you, this is the most accurate gun I've ever shot in my life. Once you set it, it's just there, and you just don't miss with it. So we come on down here to the firing range. We're going to check the scope and make sure it's on. Set up one target at 25 yards, in which I don't show the shot on the 25-yard shot, and I don't know why. That's actually the target set up at 25 yards, and but later on in the video, you'll see at 25 yards, man, I nailed that thing in the bullseye. So I was really hoping at 100 yards it'd still be on, but it wasn't. So uh, we actually sight in the gun here in a few minutes, and I don't show sighting in the gun, but I'll explain what we did. And this right here, what I'm showing y'all, is the tubes to this firing range. I don't know what moron decided to put them in, but dude, when you shoot right here, it does nothing but ring your ears. It is the loudest pinging noise I've ever heard in my life. So with that being said, let's set up down here. And this actual first shot is the first 100-yard shot. I didn't get the 25-yard shot, like I said. And I'm showing down the tube down through there. Uh, you can see off in the distance there, you can see the target. And I believe actually this shot is of the 25-yard target, because the 100-yard target you wouldn't be able to see it through this tube with the camera. So I'll get set up here, and I'm freehanding it, and my camera's laying on its side, so I know it kind of looks funny to you, but my camera's laying on its side. I'm not trying to shoot like a pimp, you know, all crooked and everything. But my camera is actually on mute at this point, so whenever y'all hear this shot, you can just imagine how loud it is, and my camera being on mute. So with that being said, listen up. See what I'm saying? Man, my camera was on mute and everything. That's the reason why I'm having to do this voiceovers, because I messed up and didn't turn the microphone on my camera. So let's go down here and check out my first 100-yard shot, and we'll see where I hit it at. And you'll also be able to see the bullseye that I hit at the 25-yard shot. So we'll walk on down there. And one thing I like about a firing range is whenever you set up, you know, if there ends up being multiple people there, you just close that off, let everybody know that you're going down there, or people that are coming up, that thing's closed off so they know that somebody's on the firing range. So anytime we set up with guns, guys, we always play safety first. You know, you never take the gun off safe until you've got it aimed and ready to pull the trigger at whatever you're shooting at. So let's get on down here and check out these targets and see what I've got. Okay, if you look at the top right hand corner of the target, and I'll show you right there by my thumb, that was my first 100-yard shot. And you can actually see the bullseye there where I hit it at 25. It's almost dead center. And I believe I actually have a better shot, you know, here in a minute of that. So I'm going to set up my camera, and I actually figured out how to set my camera up here to where you can see down. Now if you look way off in the distance down there, you can actually see the target. It's really hard to see, but you can see it. So this is my second 100-yard shot. I wanted to double check myself and put a box down so I could actually steady my gun. If you notice, my gun's not bobbing near as much. So let's take this second shot, and then we'll go check it out and see where we're at. Dang, that was loud. Can't you tell? Like I said, that camera is on mute at this point. So we're gonna walk on down here, and we're gonna check out our target again and see where we're at. Shut this thing here, and then we'll head down there and we'll see where we're at. Like I said, I wasn't for sure where we was at, so I wanted to brace up. And if you can see, I'm almost directly above the bullseye. My hand is 4 inches wide, so you can see I'm about 4.5 inches off. And I actually show here in a minute how to check that out. The rings from dead center, the first ring is 1 inch out, and then it's 1 inch every ring after that. So you can see the dead center right there where I hit that 25-yard shot. That's my first 100-yard shot. There's my 25. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So we're about 4.5 inches high, and that was my second 100-yard shot where you seen that last hole on that page. So we'll go back here, and we're going to adjust the sights. And like I said, I didn't show how to do that, but what I did was for every 1/4 inch, it is 1 click on the dial on the scope. And so at that point down there, which it's 4.5 inches, so 4 clicks per inch, that's 16 inches for 4 inches, and 16 clicks for 4 inches, and 2 more for the 1/2 inch. So that put us at 18 clicks. And then I'll take my third 100-yard shot here. Okay, there's my third one. So let's walk on down here and see where we're at on our the 300-yard shots that we've taken so far, and we'll see how close we've got. Like I said, guys, anytime you're messing with guns and stuff like that, please take it safe. You don't want to have any kind of terrible accidents, you know. You can see I'm down in here with my dad, and he's helping me out and stuff. And look at there. I'm about 3/4 of an inch off, maybe. So, you know, a deer's heart is probably twice the size of your hand. So whenever you look at that, and I'll put my hand up here and show you, it's twice the size of my hand. You can see 3/4 of an inch off a bullseye is not that far off. So look at there, look at there. If that was a deer standing out there at 100 yards, he'd have been mine. So well, guys, if you haven't subscribed, like I said early in the video, please do. If you got any comments or questions, leave them down there in the comment box. Uh, with that being said, guys, I appreciate you watching my video, and peace. 1, 2, 3, and dead center. Dusty can be crazy. Later.